It's funny the convoluted, polluted ideas that people have in their fallacy world, in their fallacy land. Watching NASA go up and make their discoveries, and we're going to this place, going to the moon, going to Mars, but now we can't go to the moon anymore. And stars and how the stars rotate one way and rotate the other. It's hilarious. Um, if you were standing on a flat surface and you were looking up at the stars and they were rotating clockwise, and you walked to the other side of that flat surface, that dish, you would notice the stars would rotate the other way, but they would appear to do that. The whole time the stars would be rotating in the exact same direction, but your perspective of those stars would change. It is that simple. You don't have to like it. Look at a clock. Take a clock, your watch, hold it in your hand. Take your watch off and put it in the palm of your hand. Look at one side of the watch and watch the hands go around this way. And then turn the watch the other way, and the hands of the watch will appear to go this way. But unfortunately, most people don't have watches with hands because most of you are too fucking stupid to read one. It's fucking hilarious. Now, grade 5 science, literally grade 5 science, taught me in school, real education, about empirical science, not pseudoscience, because astrophysics was classified, and in my opinion still is classified, as pseudoscience. You have to have empirical data to support your claims, right? So you've got a ball floating in space, spinning in space, that's what your claim is, with the water holding to it, directly beside a vacuum in space. And that water is going to hold to that ball under the misguided concept of what you call gravity, which you can't even define properly, which is not even a real scientific formula for any of it. However, you have buoyancy and density, right? 9.8 meters per second doesn't mean shit to any of us. Do you understand that? That just means buoyancy and density. If something is heavier than the medium it is in, it will fall and seek equilibrium. If something that is lighter than the medium it sits in, it will rise and seek equilibrium. For example, I've said this before and I don't know why you can't get it. And I'm not invoking the word gravity at all. Helium. Helium will rise above the air because it's simply lighter than the medium that it exists in, i.e. the air. Egg in fresh water will sink to the bottom of the water and it will seek equilibrium and find itself on the bottom of the fresh water. However, proving that it's the medium that the egg sits in, you can add salt to that water, that fresh water, and the egg will rise up and float to the top because you've changed the medium that the egg sits in. I'm sorry that you don't understand that. I'm sorry that you want to invoke all sorts of your mathematical formulas that don't mean anything and don't amount to anything because you're convoluted and polluted. It's just that simple. Another main point that's been brought up several times, and none of the members of the ball-tarred community can answer this, and that's the question of gas pressure without a container. You see, in order for real math to back up real empirical science, the two have to work together. In other words, I can say whatever I want about math, but if I'm not backing my math up with empirical data, my math is useless. So without a demonstration, meaning you have to demonstrate what you're talking about, I can write down that my car goes 300 miles an hour and 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, and it's 300 miles an hour. But if I don't have empirical data to prove this, my math is meaningless. In other words, a demonstration. Get in the vehicle with me. We've got 3 seconds to reach 100 miles an hour or 300 miles an hour. Boom, we're at 300 miles an hour in 3 seconds. I proved it. That's called empirical data. That's called a demonstration. Now, can you provide anywhere on the internet, can you provide me a demonstration without a fundamentalist beliefs asserting by pointing to the sky, look, it's gas pressure without a container. See, the earth is out in space. No. If you are capable of understanding in that thick fucking head of yours what a demonstration is in your thick fucking head, then you should be able to easily, with all the plethora of knowledge that you are so endowed with in your massive education, because it should be easy, correct? To demonstrate gas pressure without a container. Can you demonstrate gas pressure without a container? Can you have gas pressure without a container, please? Show me. Show me any demonstration, a citation of this gas pressure without a container. Show me on YouTube. Show me on any type of site you would like to direct me to. And I guarantee you, before you even direct me there, or your convoluted, polluted, mentally retarded brain that you think that you are highly intelligent, that there will be a container holding that gas pressure. Whether it's a container in a tube with a lid that's on the top, whether that's missing, and it'll have entropy take place where eventually the gas will leave the container. I want to see gas pressure without a container. Because if you're to believe that gas pressure without a container exists in a fundamentalist belief that you possess because you are so highly intelligent, your intelligence is so high, then that would mean that I should be able to get on in my vehicle without any tires on my rims, and the pressure will just simply hold to the rims of my vehicle, and I should be able to drive around without any rubber on those rims to hold that pressure in. And yes, for all, the final note that I'll say on this, for all you retards that are going to say this, because for some reason you're so fucking retarded, you think that air is not gas. I am sorry to burst your bubble. I am sorry to make you understand how fucking stupid you are. But indeed, air is a gas. In fact, atmosphere, atmo means gas. Air means gas, you idiot. Atmo, air. Air is gas. Hello, McFly. Hello, McFly. And for your second attempt to try to debunk what I'm going to say, you will turn around and tell me simply that you have gradient pressure. That is a pointless, meaningless thing to say, because in order for gradient pressure to exist in the first place, you must have pressure. Now ask yourself a question. How do you have pressure, gas pressure, without a container? How do you have gradient pressure without a container? In order for both to exist, you must have a container, whether it's gas pressure or it's gradient pressure. It still needs a container. So you can go to the high parts of the mountains and it's thinner air up there. That's fine. It still needs a container. Are you stupid? Hello, McFly. You dumb? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, you fucking dumb? And I don't know, you think you're highly intelligent. For all the baltards out there, if you have to look this up, this is my classification of all of you. You literally appear retarded to me, but I'm going to go one step further and I'm going to classify you as this. If you have to look up these words, that's fine. If you don't, then that's good. Then you know exactly what you are. You are a necrophiliac, bestialic, sodomizing nympho. That's what you are. A necrophiliac, say it with me, bestialic, sodomizing nymphomaniac. That's what you are. And you'll die on time, you'll go to work on time, and you'll do everything on time because you have no clue what the fuck reality is. Enjoy your stay on this beautiful flat plane of existence in your cart or your cartoon ball that you have no evidence to support. It's all coming out, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Enjoy.